I am making our first Lobola Cake for 2026 and I'm very excited. I always am excited anyways about making cakes, especially designing ones that sort of like have a complex design, because I don't like basic. I get bored easily when I get boring in basic design. So this one feels a bit complex in a way. So I've already crumb coated the cake in dark chocolate ganache and now I'm going to cover it with plastic icing, also known as fondant. I always try to prepare my plastic icing or fondant a little bit in advance. Now this Lobola is on Friday and today is a Tuesday, so I'm just going to prepare my plastic icing because I'm going to be covering it tomorrow, Wednesday. So, well, I could have actually done this, say, a couple weeks back or a couple days earlier, but I think this is quite ample time, in my opinion, to be coloring it and just kneading it so that I get to develop the consistency to the desired level of elasticity. As you can see, when you start kneading it, it's just so stiff and a bit crumbly, but kneading it is what's going to bring it together so that it stretches when it's rolled out and it can cover the cake quite well. The colors, the bride's colors. I was gonna say the colors bride. Anyways, the bride's colors are white, gold, and emerald green. I'm using corn flour, also known as cornstarch, to knead my fondant. This is to help prevent it from sticking to the surface where I'm kneading it onto. And also when it comes to rolling the plastic icing, I'm going to be occasionally sprinkling my corn flour to keep it from sticking onto my workstation. So knead it quite well so that it really becomes stretchy and super soft and easy to work with. You see, it's already starting to stretch out. This is a process that requires quite a lot of muscle power. And I know in the comment section, maybe I'm going to succumb to all those negative comments about why aren't you using gloves and all that stuff. Honestly, I prefer doing things the very traditional way. I don't know if you could actually call it traditional, but it's just the way that things have always been done for a very long time when it comes to cooking and baking. We keep our nails short and clean, and also we wash our hands almost every 2 minutes or whatever. After touching dirty surfaces, we clean our hands, we wash our hands. Our countertops are always clean. Our hands are always clean. So please spare me with the glove comments. I'm not here for that. I'm here to just illustrate what I do to get the best looking and tasting cakes and food for whenever I get to do my cooking vlogs. And there's something called a pasta machine when it comes to rolling the plastic icing, the fondant. If you have one, you can make use of the pasta machine. I don't have one, so I roll my plastic icing manually. And well, we could say it's an excuse of sorts that I'm just trying to make up for not being able to afford a pasta machine. But I feel like when you get down and dirty with the process of making food or creating food magic, cake art, confectionery art, I feel like it really gives you a feeling of being fully involved in whatever it is that you're creating, as opposed to just having it electronically or mechanically done. So this, for me, just putting into the whole process my physical input really makes me feel so good about myself. At the end of the day, I look at it and I'm like, oh wow, I did all that stuff by myself. So it's very fulfilling, if I could say. All right, I think I've kneaded my plastic icing well enough. Now I'm just gonna let this rest overnight and then I'll start using it tomorrow, which is Wednesday, for decorating the cake for Friday. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to record other videos as I'm gonna be actually decorating the cakes. Perhaps this is just gonna be the end of this. I don't know. If you're lucky, then maybe I will record just a little bit of it. But what I'm pretty much sure of is I will record the process of setting up the cake. And next up, I'm moving on to coloring my emerald green fondant, or should I say preparing my emerald green fondant. So this is store-bought. I'm not really sure of the shade if it's really emerald green, it doesn't really look like emerald green. So what I'm just going to do is to mix it with some other ready-made green. I prefer adding different shades of a certain color to achieve a certain color sometimes. So this is just leftover green fondant from one of my previous projects. Then I'm just going to blend it up with this one until I get my desired result. Seems like this is coming together quite well. And I'm sure perhaps from where you're standing, it seems quite good, but I'm not so impressed with the shade. I'm just going to add a little bit more green food coloring to this just to deepen it up a bit. And then I think I'll be good to go.
My wife, Shandy, I love you so much, man.